Welcome to the Coastal Kitchen. I'm Karen Mashures, and today it's a wrap. We're going to make 3 wraps today. The first one is a breakfast wrap, mushroom and pancetta, lovely Italian style breakfast wrap. The next one's going to be a turkey wrap. Sounds traditional, but it's a little off the beaten path because it has some Greek ingredients, and you know how I love Greek food. The third is a dessert wrap, and you know that I love desserts, so this one has chocolate, marshmallow, and a banana and some fruit. It's called the banana split wrap. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is take a look at some of the prep work that I did, because we can do this very quickly. You can incorporate your children's help. Husbands out there, I know you love to cook because I say hello to you a lot during the shopping sprees that I go on. All right, sliced mushrooms, and that's what I've been doing. And I want you to know that they're cleaned. I'm taking off the very bottom because I don't want that hard edge. And then I'm gonna slice it, not too thin, not too thick, but right straight down to make some pretty mushroom slices. And these are the first things we are going to put on the stove today. And the wonderful thing is most of this is on the stove. So this is now ready for us to go. We are going to do one more thing before I start. A large tortilla shell. And we're going to make 4 to 5 wraps today on this one because I got some hungry crew. And I've got some tin foil. And to keep these warm while we're making our basic ingredients, I'm gonna just wrap it up in some tin foil. Make sure it's secure. Just crimp the edges. We're gonna put it on just a baking sheet in the oven, 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. So they should be really ready when we're done putting everything else together. All right, in the oven. Now, we've got the first step done. The second step is to get our mushrooms together. Now, I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna turn it on low. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're gonna let that butter melt just a touch before we start putting our mushrooms in, because I want both the olive oil and the butter to mix together. Great part about the mushrooms is after they're cooked, they can sit until you're ready to put them in your eggs. Okay. Next, we're going to do some pancetta. And pancetta is Italian bacon. It's very thin for the most part. You can get it a little bit thicker. But I got thin sliced, and I have just diced it up so it's ready to go in the pan. Now this renders on its own, so we're going to turn my back burner on. And put this right in the pan too. The mushrooms, they take about 5 to 7 minutes at the most, and we just want this bacon to get warm and a little bit crispy. And remember, this is a show about the way you like it. So if you don't like this type of bacon, you can use regular bacon, you can use sausage, anything that you prefer. Even a veggie burger crumbled up, I guess. I haven't tried it, but it's a fun thing that you can do just about anything with. All right, now my butter is starting to bubble. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more, and I'm gonna put the mushrooms right in the pan. I love mushrooms. I think they've got a wonderful hearty flavor to them, and I like to use them in a lot of my dishes. We're gonna let these cook for just about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna set the table and be right back to do the eggs. All right, my pancetta is just about done. I don't want it to be too crispy because I want it to mix with the eggs when we get ready to put it in. But this is about the way that you want it. And remember, you can make a little bit more, a little bit less. So I'm gonna take that off the heat and I'm going to go ahead and put my mushrooms on the back burner, a little bit slower, but they are looking good. All right. Now, I've got another big frying pan, and I'm gonna put 1/4 of a cup of butter in my pan. And I want that to just melt nicely, so I've got this on low. I have 10 eggs. Now, the 10 eggs I have put in the bowl. I have whisked, put some salt and pepper in, and we're gonna add a little bit more in a minute, but I want these to cook up nice and slow because I want them to be light and fluffy. And one of the little tricks to that is to add a little bit of water to your eggs. A lot of people think it's all about milk, but water makes them a little bit fluffier. Okay, the butter has melted, and I'm pouring in the eggs. All right, we've got that in, and now it's time to move them around just a little bit, and we're gonna let them sit, but stirring occasionally because we don't want them to stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, I'm gonna slide in these mushrooms and get them with my eggs because I want them to cook right into it. And let's turn this one off. We've got this on low. And the pancetta, I'm just gonna let it drip onto this paper towel. And we are gonna put that right in to the pan also. So we've got all our ingredients cooking right now, and this won't take but another 5 minutes to be completely ready. All right, I have been stirring. This is just about ready. I'm gonna set it over here and get my tortilla shells out of the oven. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, nice and warm. Okay, I'm gonna go for this one in the back. You can do maybe 5 in a packet. You don't really want more than that because they don't warm up evenly if you do. All right, let's get us a tortilla shell right out here. I'm gonna let, ooh, you know it's hot when my fingers tell me it is. So I'm gonna take about 2 tablespoons and put towards one side. I want it more, about 1/3 of the way of the tortilla. And we're just gonna lay this in like this. Don't want it too close to the edges because we're not gonna close this one. We're just gonna make the bottom so it doesn't fall out. Now, as you watch, cheese over the top, and you know, I like hot sauce. So if you like hot sauce, put a couple dollops of hot sauce on there and bring this over and get it tight. Do about a 1/2 turn, and then we're going to take the bottom edge and fold it in and just keep rolling. All right, what a wrap. Okay, let me get this together, put the things I'm gonna serve with it, and I'll be right back. What a breakfast, let me tell you. This is something that you can do in about 20 minutes. Do all your prep work first, And you've got something that during the holidays or even a wonderful summer morning, you can make something quick and good, no problems, and you can be out there enjoying the sun or the holiday too. I gotta take a bite, take a look. Mushrooms, cheese, eggs, all right. This is a thumbs up. All right, I'm gonna put everything together for the next section, which is the turkey Greek sub. See you in a minute.
Welcome to Charlotte Electric, where your dream home is in our showroom. Visit our newly expanded design center with endless options to choose from. Whether you're building a new home or remodeling, our expert team is ready to help you with any project. From lighting and plumbing to the latest appliances, we're here to make your vision a reality. Charlotte Electric, family owned and operated for over 52 years.
Come see us at Charlotte Electric, where your dream home is in our showroom.
Welcome back to the Coastal Kitchen. I have everything set up. Now this is the way you want to do it when you're making a wrap to feed people, especially if you're doing any kind of picnic and you want to get it done. They can even make their own because people sometimes don't like the same ingredients. But I'm making one that has turkey and big Greek influence because I love Greek food. All right, I have my warm tortillas right here. And I'm just gonna take my tortilla. I'm gonna take a little bit of mayo, just a little bit, and put on one side and spread that out. And you know, you can make your own mayo or you can make a combination mayo mustard. It's really, really good. And I also like Thousand Island or Russian dressing on mine with turkey too. So I'm gonna take a lovely bunch of turkey. And I've got deli sliced turkey, and this is the kind that they say is just like you get at Thanksgiving. They don't do any weird things to it. It's just a good smoked flavor. All right. Turkey on, and you can see right there, we've got it. Avocado. We've talked about avocados before, but I half them, take the pit out, and I take a little paring knife and I just go down the edges, thinly down the edges, and these make my slices. And if you like thicker slices, make them thick. Okay, I'm gonna take a spoon and go right under the edge, come up around the edges of the avocado, and I've got my slices. So we're ready to go all the way. Just get rid of that and start with my avocado. Okay, I like to take about 4 slices of avocado, put them on horizontally. Then sun-dried tomatoes. Absolutely phenomenal taste. And I just scatter some about. Make sure you cover the whole side here. Arugula. Now arugula is a peppery lettuce and it has a very, very fresh feel. And I really like doing that. I'm gonna take my lemon. Lemon and Greek go very well together. And I'm just gonna squeeze a little lemon on the top. You can do this as soon as you put the turkey on, or you can get the lettuce. And I'm getting the lettuce today. All right. Now, cucumbers, very thinly sliced. I'm gonna put about 3 on there. I'm gonna take some pepperoncini, which they have a little bite to them, but they're very mild peppers. And we're gonna put some of those on the top. And just remember, it's the way you like it. So as much or as little of any ingredient, and add some more if you like. I've got some basil, and I did some pesto. And pesto is really basil, garlic, and olive oil. So I'm gonna put a touch of that on the top. and tzatziki sauce. It's a cool cucumber flavor, and it really brings everything together. Just a couple of nice dollops here. And I always have some on the table in case anybody likes to dip, because I like to dip. Okay, let me dry my hands off. And we're gonna start our wrap. And this one's gonna be a little big. Corners over, get your fingers nice and messy, and start rolling. Now with this one, because it is big, I take a toothpick and just fasten it like that so it stays together until we start eating. So I'm gonna make the rest of them and we'll be right back. Take a look at this. Now, it only took about 25 minutes to make 5 wraps, and you can get everybody to do their own, which is easier on you, but you have more time to enjoy your company that you have. Great lunch or brunch. Take a look at that. I'm gonna save this for a little bit later, but to top it off, I've got some feta cheese on the side. We're gonna come back and do our banana split dessert, and you'll really love this one.
Enjoying fast, reliable connections is key, and great service makes all the difference. In your everyday, in your work and play, in your life. That's why we've built a better experience for you. Thank you for trusting in our services. Thank you for voting us #1. Delivering cutting-edge technology is our passion, with local customer service that's here for you. Thank you for choosing Focus Broadband.
We are at the pinnacle of the dessert, and to me, a banana split is really one of my favorites. Love it, love it, love it. And I decided I was gonna figure out how to do it in a wrap. So let's start with my banana. Okay, I have peeled the banana, and I am gonna cut it straight down the center. And then I'm going to take my knife and quarter it and have it ready to go in my flour tortilla. And once you see how we do the flour tortilla, it really does turn into a sweet thing. Okay, I've got some butter in my pan, about half a tablespoon, and I just want the bottom of the pan to be completely covered with the butter. I'm going to take one of my tortillas and I'm going to put it right in the pan. And this pan is about the same size as the tortilla. It takes about 30 seconds on each side. I just want a little bit of butter to moisten it up, and I'm going to let it get warm. Time to flip it. Well, you can see how the butter just got into that tortilla nicely. Another 30 seconds. All right, let's take this out. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my plate, and I am going to push down any lovely little bubbles that got in the tortilla shell. Okay? And I'm gonna take my pan off of the heat and just set it this way until I'm ready for my next one. This is the fun part. Don't you love chocolate? I do. This is Nutella, and it has a hazelnut flavor. And I'm taking about a heaping teaspoon, and I'm gonna put it right on the left-hand side and start to spread it. And what I wanna do is just make it so it's not quite at the edge, about ½ inch from the edge and going in towards the center. and just spread it out. And if you need to add just a little bit more, it's okay. And I'm going to add just a touch more. All right, the second step is to take some marshmallow cream. And I like marshmallow cream because I can spread this one too. And I'm going to take about the same amount and set it right in the center. And start spreading. This is sort of the ooey gooey part of going back to being a kid again. It looks like you're playing in a mud pie. Okay, now I'm going to take my banana, a fourth, and I am going to put my banana right down the first fourth edge, and it was a little long, so that came off. And I'm going to take some raspberry jam, and this is seedless raspberry jam, and I'm going to put it over the top towards the back. But I just want to spread it out and make sure that the banana gets this flavor all the way from the start to the finish. And you don't need a whole bunch, just need to make sure that there's a little film and get it all the way on that edge. Okay, now hazelnut chocolate, and I've got hazelnuts. And hazelnuts have the exact same flavor, and that's what I wanted to match in this. But I want them a little smaller, so I'm gonna put them in my chopper, and we're gonna have some noise for a minute. All right, looks good. Now, let me get a spoon. And I'm gonna take some of these nuts and just sprinkle over the top. Then I'm gonna take 3 raspberries. Got 3 decent sized raspberries here, and I'm gonna cut them in half. Just remember, it's the way you like it. So if you like strawberries, use strawberries. If you like blueberries, you can use blueberries. I like raspberries. So I'm taking 3, cutting them in half, and putting them all the way on the back side of the banana. All right, now it's time to roll. And I'm gonna come to the back, push over, tuck in, and on this one, I'm gonna push in the sides and keep rolling. All right, now I want to keep the seam side down, and I'm going to get my pan again, put it back on the heat. I am going to take just another smidge of butter in the pan and let it start to melt. Get it right down the center there. I'm gonna let this bubble just a second and put this in. Let it go for about 30 seconds. We're gonna turn it over and then we'll finish it up. All right, now let's turn it over. I'm just gonna give it a quick turn, and it's okay if this moves a little bit. Don't worry about it. All right, let's take this off. Okay, nice and golden brown, and we're gonna put this right on the plate, move my pan off, and let's finish it up. Now, powdered sugar, the fun part. Give it a really nice dusting. Okay, more chocolate, chocolate syrup. just back and forth. Give it a nice drizzle. Couple of raspberries. Nice piece of mint. And it's ready to eat. Less than about 5 minutes altogether. So, do we take a bite now? I think so. I think I'm gonna cut me off a little bit on the end. It's time for chocolate. It's made me very happy, and I know it will you too. I'm gonna get everything back together, show you what we've done today, so we'll be back in a flash.
Welcome to Charlotte Electric, where your dream home is in our showroom. Visit our newly expanded design center with endless options to choose from. Whether you're building a new home or remodeling, our expert team is ready to help you with any project. From lighting and plumbing to the latest appliances, we're here to make your vision a reality. Charlotte Electric, family owned and operated for over 52 years.
Come see us at Charlotte Electric, where your dream home is in our showroom.
Well, it's been another day, and we are ready for our brunch. I have the mushroom and pancetta wraps. I have turkey wraps. I've got dessert wraps with raspberries and chocolate, serving a few chips and pickles with it, and even got some yogurt if you wanted the breakfast. But first, before we finish, I've got to make a mimosa. And this is my version of a mimosa, and I use grenadine syrup, and I just count to 1, 2, 3, put some of that in. Then orange juice, I go about 3/4, well, half the way, and then we're gonna put a little champagne in the top. And this is the sad part and the happy part. We've been doing this show for over 10 years now, and I'd like to introduce you to 2 people that have very, very strongly made this happen. Nathan, please come in. He's the producer, editor, everything that you need in a person, and he has been absolutely fabulous. I want to thank you, ATMC and Focus Broadband, for having us for these 10 years at Coastal Kitchen, and our volunteer, and she's not the volunteer of the year, she's the volunteer of the millennial, in my opinion, because she's the person, Jackie, who has helped with the preparation of getting the ingredients ready and making my life a little bit easier. And we said that this is the show it's a wrap. Well, that's because this is our last show.
You know, Karen, Jackie, I appreciate it so much. It's been a pleasure to work with y'all from month to month and year to year, and it's always delicious. Everything you make and all the time and effort that you put into it is so awesome. And I think all of us that watch the show have our own favorite dishes that we've made, and you know, everybody looks forward to seeing it every month, and it's been a privilege for me to work with y'all. And so on behalf of Focus Broadband and all of the faces behind the camera, Jennifer, Kat, Aaron, who've worked with y'all, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm going to miss it.
Well, I am too. That's why we have some champagne here. And I have a friend that's come from Pensacola to visit me. Carolyn, come on over here. Get your glass. We thank you for watching, and watch out for the cookbook that's coming in the next 6 months. You can get all those recipes here, and remember, it's make it the way you like it. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers.